Coming up today on The Spiel.
You know, he's one of those guys, if you're on social media and you appreciate beauty in anything. Dude, you make washing a car look cool. Sometimes you have to create your own stage, and that's what you guys have done as well. So kudos on that. I mean, they're probably going to have a very successful reality show. I mean, their singing careers, it's like, which one do you do?
Never seen a Cadillac that long, move that slow.
Listen, he negotiates contracts, so that's the part why these people do this for him, you know. So you're the man.
Yeah, well, we certainly created something that if you'd asked me a year ago if we would be doing this, I probably would have shaken my head no.
A love like that, like a fresh cut diamond, my baby always be shining.
Today we're gonna make a pecan toffee tart. You know, it's that time of year when you come inside and she's got the pumpkin spice candles going.
Yes.
So now we want to do something a little bit different for the guys and for the gals too. And I call this my pecan tart.
This is The Spiel.
Hey, and welcome to The Spiel. You know, it's so exciting when we can get together because at least we can catch up on all the craziness in the world. Julie, look, delirious.
You know, I'm just
shuts
excited.
It all out.
No, you don't
shuts it
understand.
out.
I'm just excited. You know, my mind reading thing I'm studying, guys.
I can't go anywhere. People come up to me and they're like, give it up.
No.
Julie, she's really not able to. Rob, would you attest to it? Is it real?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's 100% real.
100% real. No cameras, no tricks, nobody standing behind her, beside her. Marcus, is it real?
It's pretty real.
Thigh, give it up. He knows it's real. We're believers.
Well, I finally went to cards now. I can read your mind with cards. I hadn't attempted that yet.
I'm so afraid you're going to go to Vegas and like leave me, or you'll be that person that walks the street and say, hey, pick a card, take a card.
America's Got Talent is called. And I'm like, no, I'm on The Spiel.
I'm on The Spiel.
Okay.
We're not interested.
No.
Okay? So go away.
Are you ready?
Yes.
It's one of those things where I'm going to pick a card, any card, and I'm going to tell you what you picked. Okay? First of all, I want to show that's just a deck of cards. Just a plain deck.
She's dropped them on the floor
I've
many
dropped
times.
them 100 times.
Yes,
Here we go.
It's fine.
Okay, so I'm going to shuffle here.
Okay.
A couple times.
Very exciting. You want me to shuffle? Would that change it up?
Oh, yeah, change it. No, shuffle.
I like to show this because, listen, if this show doesn't work out right, I mean, that's what I got to work on. But watch this. You know, you that person, you that one, you know? Huh?
Then when you're done, you got to go.
Place your bet. Yeah. I'm out.
Are you ready?
There it is.
Okay.
Dropped a couple chips down here. All right.
All right, here we go.
What you got? What you got? Am I to be watching you? Oh, I'm picking a card.
Pick a card. Pick a card. Show the guys. Show the guys.
Okay, do not look, Julie. Hey, guys. Guys.
Okay.
Everybody got it? Okay. All right. What am I doing with it?
Okay, let's see it. Let's put it right there.
Well,
put it right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, what do you?
Are you ready? Everybody knows what it was? Now I'm going to find it for you.
Good thing
Okay. Hang on. I'm getting close. I feel I'm getting really close here. Hang on. Oh, it's really close right now. Really, really. Hang on. You haven't seen it gone by, have you? No, you ain't.
No, I haven't.
Because it's right there.
Rob, do you like that?
That was great.
Rob likes that.
See?
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
I think that was a division. Is there like an indentation in the card? You can feel it. You know where you're putting it. You're going to put it in the same place every time. What are you doing?
No, let's do it again.
All right.
We're
sloppy cards. Sloppy cards.
Go
All right.
ahead and shuffle again.
All
This
right.
may be a
All
little
right.
longer segment, but I've got to prove to her that my mind reading is in.
Just to make sure, do you need to see my fancy card thing again? Look at it. I didn't bring it up here this time. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, you know, this is the worst.
What did you do?
I know. Guys, look, I'm sorry.
A casino dealer
I would
you'll
be
never
fired.
be,
I would
okay?
absolutely be fired at the
Wow.
casino right now. No,
All
I
right.
promise we're not counting cards.
As she's doing that, I'm just going to tell you, we have an incredible show.
We do.
Oh my gosh.
Are you
is all I'm gonna
excited?
say. I'm real excited.
They walked in, you know, I mean, it might be the 615 house, but they're in the Spiel house, and Julie just flipped out. You know, Nate Tope, I've been following him forever. I'm a fan. I mean, he finally said, Angie, can you like get off me? You know, I mean, I was on him.
I'll come in.
Yeah, I'll come in. And then, of course, listen, this chef happens to be the namesake of this show. Do you understand me? For a decade.
Yes, yes, yes.
From Prairie Farms, and we're doing a couple of dishes, so super excited. All right, what you got?
Ready here?
What you got?
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, focus.
Okay, pick a card. I don't care where from.
Okay. All right.
Got it. Show everybody.
Got it. Okay. Uh-huh.
Got
Put
it?
it back in.
Huh?
You ready? I'm gonna put it in.
Just random.
Okay.
And they'll put it here. Put your card on top. Nobody's got to do
I
it that way.
think they might have been, okay, that might have been something.
What? What could it
A
have been?
thumbprint. Like, did you have you're imprinting it?
No. Let's see one more time. Oh, you see it yet?
No.
Wait, let me look in your eyes.
There it is.
No, it's not. Let me look in your eyes.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
little you.
You know. All right, listen, kids, don't try this at home because it's probably going to fail miserably and then you'll just be embarrassed.
No,
so,
I'll tell you what. You
or
have
call
to have,
Julie and she'll teach you how to do
no, I'll turn you on to
it
my...
Right there. Stay right there. We'll be right back. Very good, Julie.
How about that?
Very good. Loved it.
Coming up next.
You know, I love what you said earlier today. You said, Angie, I'm doing this in part because you want people to fall in love with traveling again. Get out there, and there's a whole world to experience.
And later on the show,
my voice coach once told me there's singers and there's communicators, and the ones that really go far are the communicators. So I've always, thank you for recognizing that, because that really means a lot.
My dad came here in the early 50s and started. My name's John Smith. My brother Terry and I have Smith Dairy Farm, and we're producers of milk for Prairie Farms Dairy. And we're outside at 4:30 in the morning. Cows need fed 365 days a year, and you learn the mannerisms of each animal. You learn who they are. Prairie Farms, they depend on us to be finished milking at a time when the truck's going to come to get the milk. We're all one big team.
Proudly farmer-owned.
It's part of what we've been raised to do.
Prairie Farms.
I love doing this every day. Working here really gives me a sense of purpose.
You know that you're going to be able to go to Ray Clinic and be able to be seen, not worry about it being shut down or anything like that.
No one is turned away.
Because the whole purpose isn't about, money and the bottom line. The whole purpose is being here so that we can help people. Everyone deserves care. Everyone deserves access to it there. And I don't care, who you are, where you're coming from there. You're going to get the best care that I can give every time.
Be safe.
Stay strong.
CRHPC.
Well, I stalk people.
I know. Another one.
Nate Tope. I mean, he's that guy. Look, he was a difficult one to drag into studio, though. Nate, we're glad you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, he goes, finally, Angie, stop. Just stop messaging. I'll come on.
How long did you message him?
Well,
how long did you stalk him?
Like 10 years ago. No, I'm teasing. He's one of those guys, if you're on social media and you appreciate beauty in anything. I mean, dude, you make washing a car look cool.
Yeah, just break out the phone and, got to make it look fun because it's not the most fun thing to do, so.
Tell us a little bit about Nate and how we got to this point of wanting to be that consummate storyteller.
Well, I can jump back and I was in the Army, got out of there, kind of did the whole lost in college type thing, didn't really know which direction I wanted to go, and about 5 or 6 years ago, bought a camera just to have a hobby because I needed something.
5 or 6 years ago?
Yeah, 5 or 6 years ago. And so just started with that and watching videos of local artists and YouTube people and just kind of fell in love with it. And it's fun because there's something new to learn every single day. So, and most of what I do, like I said, is with my phone. So anyone can do it.
Watching your videos and watching your photography and your pictures, whatever, I thought it was something that you fell in love with when you were, a teenage boy or younger.
Yeah. I said earlier that I think we only had disposable cameras till I was in high school, and my grandma's always had a point and shoot, but that's the most camera I was around.
Get together, everybody. Yeah, but I love what you said earlier today. You said, Angie, I'm doing this in part because you want people to fall in love with traveling again. Get
Yeah.
out there, and there's a whole world to experience.
A lot of what I'm trying to do is open people up to kind of the direction I went. Like if you're inspired to do something or there's something you really want to learn or a hobby or travel, just go do it because life's kind of short. So.
No doubt.
Speaking of traveling, how about that 5.5-pound traveler you have with you?
Yeah,
Tell us about.
my little Yorkie. So I got him a few years after the Army because, again, it was just living in an apartment alone and I needed something. And all the apartments here in Carbondale aren't very big, so I wasn't going to get a big dog.
Right.
So I found a little Yorkie over in Missouri that they just had 2 pups and we're just trying to get rid of them. And so.
How long have you had him now?
He's 7.
Dude, he happens to be like the most photogenic animal on the earth. And you put that poor soul in every shot. It's like you stage him. Does he give you that look like, really?
Stop.
Again? Okay.
Yeah, a lot of the pictures are, especially like in national parks and stuff, people are getting a good kick out of me trying to post him, but they're like, he's so well behaved because he'll just sit there until I'm done taking the picture. So
That is awesome. The other thing that you're doing right now that we're following along, you have a VW van. You have gutted it, you have gone in and you are renovating the whole thing in part because you're getting ready to take off. You're going on another adventure.
Live in that thing for a little while. So
wow.
We were hotel jumping, but it gets really hard to plan that, and especially with COVID and stuff now.
Sure.
But then with a dog, finding a dog-friendly hotel. So
Right.
I wanted to get something to be mobile and my old soul and kind of the nostalgia. I'm like, what better than a 1973 bus?
That is
but
awesome.
it's going to be quite the process. So
Yeah.
It'll be
But
fun.
You said you're going to you'll have a bed.
Bed, it's got a floor where wood paneling in it right now. It'll look just like a little house.
Dude, and you'll just open it up and there's
Yep.
your window to the world.
We've got solar panels for the power and
Have a bathroom.
no bathroom.
Okay.
Nature will be the bathroom.
Nature will be the bathroom. Before we let you go, the other thing is we want people to be very aware. Sometimes we look at these images and we see someone else's life and we think, man, they're so lucky and they get to do so much. But you've actually found that, the journey for you has been one where maybe you were that person and you wanted to bring some color into your life and some joy into your life.
Yeah, so I think photography and travel both have been a healing process from the Army and dealing with addiction and just lost. I think we've all felt lost in the world. So
Sure.
that's another reason why a lot of my posts you'll see it is geared towards, hey, get out and travel or pick up a camera or sew, knit, do whatever you want to do because, stop. I worry too much about what other people think of me.
Yes,
and I did that
don't.
for too long. And this has got me way out of that shell. So I'm just
Well, speaking of, before we let you go, we want to know something else about you, okay? I'm going to shoot some questions at you, and this
boy.
is tell me your
Here we go.
tell me your thoughts and what you think. Okay.
Okay.
Italian or Mexican?
Italian.
Okay. How about the Cardinals or Cubs?
The Cardinals.
Good answer.
Anything
good
St. Louis.
answer. And boxers or briefs?
Oh.
Commando.
Briefs.
Briefs. Good. All right. Well, we're not completely done with them. When we come back from the break, we've got a little something planned for them. So stay right there. We'll be right back.
This will give you the ability to chew and eat just like you have a third set of teeth. Over the course of the past 20 years, I became trained in implant dentistry. Those surgeries can be very invasive. IV sedation is an ideal thing for those patients that are having more invasive procedures. The doctor needs to be well trained. You need to have a trained staff to get through their appointments smoothly and comfortably.
See the leader in dental implants and sedation dentistry, Hughes Dental Arts Center.
Okay, so we introduced you to Nate, and we now have him on a wall, pinned up against a wall here, and Julie's on his back, and I'll be on Julie's back, and it just gets awkward. But we know that he has an eye, right? I mean, he's able to capture this imagery and this beauty. So what we're gonna do, it's a little exercise where we all remember as kids, where maybe somebody would draw on your back. Well, this way, it's gonna be a demonstration of what happens when I'm drawing on Julie's. Julie's gonna attempt to share the same drawing with Nate, and Nate is going to show the public what it is that I am drawing, okay?
All right.
Rob, are we good? Okay, here we go. Everybody ready?
Ready.
Pens out. Okay.
Can I feel that again? No?
Oh gosh.
Okay, great.
Okay. Okay, guys. Look, who has the real eye?
Oh, wow.
Nate. Didn't Julie do a great job, Nate? Look.
Wait.
It's kind of an eye, right? There. All right. Good job. All right, we'll be right back. Thanks, guys. That was awesome.
Fun.
That was good.
Stick around. Coming up later.
Now remember, it's like working with napalm. So be careful when when you're working with hot sugar.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, it
It is, and it gets on you, and it sticks and it stays, and it keeps on burning.
Our legal team is the reason that we're able to handle the amount of volume and the complex cases that we have. We have probably combined experience of over 50 years just in our legal assistants alone. There's a lot of people, and it's a team that we're incredibly proud of, because we genuinely care about the combined success of one another, which is the combined purpose of really just making sure that every client that we have gets the best possible outcome every single time.
I decided to become a nurse once my dad was on hospice care when he had cancer.
I enjoy being able to check them in and conversate with them and see how they're doing on a personal level.
To be able to connect them to the services in the community is a very good feeling.
Whatever patients need, we do our best to accommodate them and help them.
I feel it's an honor to come to my hometown and provide quality health care for the community that I grew up in.
The Spiel presents You're On, 100% original new music.
You're on with Ashley Cooke. Take one.
Hey, my name is Ashley Cooke, and this song I wrote about losing my best friend to cancer when I was 18, but it's really just become an anthem for anybody that's ever lost anyone. It's my newest single, it just came out, so if you resonate with it, it's on Spotify, iTunes, whatever you listen to music on, so it's called Jealous of the Sky.
Never seen a Cadillac that long, move that slow. People on a Tuesday afternoon in Sunday clothes. I held it in like a soldier, too scared to let it show. They said keep your head up, but that ain't helping me at all. You get to be blue and gray, you don't mind the season change. You can shine all the time like it's just another day. Let the rain out when you feel like you wanna cry. gotta say goodbye. I'm jealous of the sky. Lately I just shake my fist and cuss your name out loud, while you're up there high and mighty, always looking down. And people check on me from time to time, 'cause it don't seem real. But you don't know where I'm coming from, 'cause you can't even feel. You get to be blue and gray. You don't mind the season change. You can shine all the time like it's just another day. Let the rain out when you feel like you wanna cry. Now you get to say hello while I gotta say goodbye. I'm jealous of the sky. Well, you ought to be ashamed, 'cause you got your moon and stars, so why'd you have to go and take mine away? You get to be blue and gray. You don't mind the season change. You can shine all the time like it's just another day. Let the rain out when you feel like you wanna cry. If I was more like you right now, I'd be alright. But you get to say hello while I gotta say goodbye. I'm jealous of the sky.
Somebody get the tissues. Oh my God.
Chris, hit him with something happy. Let's go. Happy song. Let's go.
I've been practicing here for over 35 years. You know, a lot of my practice has to do with workers' compensation. People sometimes are reluctant to bring workers' compensation claims thinking that they're suing their employer. They're not. People shouldn't be afraid to come in and at least talk about what their rights are. We offer free consultations. The best thing that you can do for your own sake is to educate yourself, see what your rights are, and we're happy to do that for free.
The biggest thing is we want people to feel safe to come to the clinic and be seen. And it's so important, just like every year, especially this year though, to get the flu shot. CDC is recommending you get it at the end of October. We already have flu shots in stock, and we're willing to start administering those. But definitely follow up with your healthcare provider to get a flu shot. That's so, so important, especially going into this season. We're going to continue to have COVID infections as well.
Ashley, that was really good. I mean, you made me cry. This is no competition. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready to go.
One more time?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey there, my name's Chris Ruediger. This is my current single, out on all digital platforms. It's called Love Like That. See the girl at the end of the bar that's waiting on that slow dance song to come on, so she can lean in for a last call kiss. See the guy taking off his sweatshirt, his favorite one, but he always lets her wear it when she wants to. She don't even have to ask. And I know it sounds crazy, but that's what I'm chasing. A love like that, like a fresh cut diamond. My baby always be shining. Never been so certain, never been some so worth it. Getting a girl like you, we'd be straight out the movies. You'd be my American beauty. If I had the world, I'd give it all back to have a girl like you and a love like that. Whoa, 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 whoa. We could be that kind of couple that everybody's always making fun of, but deep down they're wishing they were more like us, with a love like that, like a fresh cut diamond. My baby always be shining, never been so certain, never been something so worth it. Getting a girl like you, we'd be straight out the movies. You'd be my American beauty if I had the world and give it all back to have a girl like you and a love like that. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know we're going through the same things. You gotta hold on through the heartbreaks, 'cause in the end, nothing is better. Nothing is better than a love like that, like a fresh cut diamond. My baby always be shining, never been so certain, never been so worth it. Getting a girl like you, we'd be straight out the movies. You'd be my American beauty if I had the world and give it all back to have a girl like you and a love like that.
Action.
Hey, I'm Ashley Cooke.
Hey there, I'm Chris Ruediger, and we're the creators of the 615 House.
And you're watching
The 615 House. I think it's that way.
Ashley, Chris, you're on. Is it awkward? Feel good?
No, feels awesome.
Great. Julie's been awkward all day.
I
She's
have
like, she just wants to get back, in their suitcase or whatever and go back to the house.
In the guitar case. Yeah. Okay, maybe not. But I want to tell you how I came across you, okay? I was on social media, and I was going through my Facebook. And every once in a while you get those 3 things, people you should know, or
recommendations,
things you should do.
Yes.
You guys popped up, and I thought, oh, there's 2 pretty people. How do they sound?
Yeah. Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Angelic. So very good.
You
Very
guys
good.
are just incredible.
Thank you.
I was a country DJ for 18 years in the morning. And I have never, ever, ever heard anything better. I'm serious. I am serious.
That's a huge compliment.
Dude.
I mean, I've ate at Reba's house. I've been with the best,
That's
okay?
awesome.
Not been with the best, but and you guys are just, you blow me away.
You know what? For her to say, listen, we've been doing this show a long time. That's huge. You know, it is tough because we do have people grace our stage and we know the talent potential, and it's such a rat race and it's so crazy. And unfortunately, because of everything we're going through in the world of craziness, you have to reinvent the wheel because you still want to be discovered. You still want to be in that right place at the right time. Chris, what has this journey been like for you? Did you know from a wee tot that you wanted to do this, or what's up in your world?
Yeah, so I started getting into guitar in middle school. I learned off of YouTube, as I think many people did. And my dad actually kind of believed in me before I did, so he took me out to local open mics in high school and I'm originally from Boston, so started running the New England circuit a little bit with my dad, and then ultimately decided I wanted to come to Nashville. And
he was a player?
My dad, no, just a big fan. No one in my family is musical, so it's.
And you don't park the car?
I don't have it. My dad does a little bit, but I think it's from being in Nashville for a couple of years now. It slowly has faded out. But.
And look at this, just an angel. I mean, your voice, and you know, I'm a big fan of the spoken word and communication, and what I got from your song was so many emotions, and at a point you were talking to me, which I really enjoyed that part of it. Is that part of your artistry, or where do you pull from? What are you doing?
Absolutely. Well, I love Garth Brooks. I've always loved him, and I think he's the exact same way. He's really just a communicator, and my voice coach once told me there's singers and there's communicators, and the ones that really go far are the communicators. So I've always, thank you for recognizing that, because that really means a lot. I really try to do that in my songs and my songwriting.
I don't know how you didn't cry. I mean, I was over there was tears in my eyes, because that song, everyone can relate to that song of losing that person, and you're mad, and then you're jealous. And
yeah, well, I mean, it's crazy, because I lost my best friend when I was 18 to cancer, and I'm 23 now. Tough. And I hadn't written a song about it in years, since then. And I was with my writing mentor, Bridget Tatum, and she's a songwriter. She wrote She's Country for Jason Aldean, if you guys know that song. We were together on her farm, and that song just kind of poured out of us. So
awesome.
I think it was meant to happen. Hope it makes him proud up there.
Oh,
so.
No doubt. All right, and you guys, look, if you've been online, you've seen them, you know them. We're going to bring Jefferson in. But wait, I forgot. I almost failed my friend, my co-host, Julie. So part of what you guys do, and I think people have seen you either brushing your teeth or in the bathroom, and you're singing a cappella, and you're doing great works. And I'm going to ask a favor. I mean, she's been bugging me all morning, like, don't forget, I want to sing with them. So what if you all were to do a little ditty together? Would you entertain that?
Absolutely, we can do that.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Now, my next question is, can I move in the house?
You better not lose a few extra beds.
Yeah. And if you need a bass,
it's a pretty big house.
All right,
you play bass?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Do you know Pam Tillis? So it was between Julie and Pam Tillis, but her dad called some people Mill, and Julie was bumped. Yeah.
Honestly,
so Julie is she's the girl. You call it. How are you going to do it? Here's your moment.
What you want to do?
Do your the Quarter After One song.
The Lady Annabelle?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to jump
because I heard that the other day.
Well, let's do it a cappella, right?
A cappella, that's cool.
Gotta hear it.
We're just going to hear it.
Do you want to go low too? Okay.
You go.
All right. Here we go, guys.
I might forget the words.
Don't pretend like you
All right, here we go.
They've been rehearsing. We're good.
3, 2. 1:15, I'm all alone and I need you now. Oh. Yeah, I said I wouldn't call, but I lost all control and I need you now. And I don't know how I can do it without. I just need you now. Oh, you nailed it. You nailed that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
That
so
meant a lot to me.
Absolutely.
We're still treating patients, whether they're sick or they're coming for routine follow-up appointments. We want people to feel safe to come to the clinic and be seen. We don't want people with chronic medical conditions to go without treatment and for the patients to even get more sick as a result.
Really, it's a testing time. And again, we are here. Call us. If you can't come in, we'll see you on telepsych. We'll do an outreach.
This is what we signed up for as healthcare professionals, and we're going to continue providing optimal care for all our patients and their families.
Sometimes you have to create your own stage, and that's what you guys have done as well. So kudos on that. I mean, they're probably going to have a very successful reality show. I mean, their singing careers. It's like, which one do you do?
Well, I hope they remember us.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Always.
I got a feeling you're really going to move in. You'll be like on the
You don't
stoop there.
understand what a stalker I am.
All right, we got to
of
bring Jefferson in to talk about the concept. So you guys created.
Here it is, Jefferson.
All right.
The man
himself. Here he comes. Listen, he negotiates contracts, so that's the part why these people do this for him. You know, so you're the man.
Yeah, well, we certainly created something that if you'd asked me a year ago if we would be doing this, I probably would have shaken my head no. But,
All of us would be shaking our head like, you're
What were
crazy.
you doing before this?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, obviously before COVID hit, it just kind of the normal for the music industry, which was shows and radio appearances and things like that. But obviously, once the plague hit, the needle kind of shifted.
Yes.
I guess it was back in May or around February when you guys kind of started taking off on TikTok. And back in May, you guys gave me a call with the kind of base idea of this concept. And obviously, the concept is nothing new, the social media house. But what we did was put a new twist on it. And you know, it's all centered in music. And I think when we started, we had 7 people. Now we're up to 10. And not only is this a unit, but you know, all 10 of these people are individual musicians.
No doubt.
And it's been really unique to see the camaraderie and also just kind of the helping hand mentality to support each other's careers and really just kind of look out for everybody in the house. So.
And you know what? And good people.
Yeah. And they launched on my birthday. I'm glad you guys got that memo. I really appreciate that.
There you go.
The one thing that you guys do come across a lot is like, well, are you like a thing or, you know?
Oh, God.
And actually it's in your contract. You cannot be because of the fan's sake. It's like they got to think you're, you know, attainable or whatever.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
how is that dynamic? What is that?
You know, some of the people, Ashley and I have been good friends for a while, but some of the people that came to the house we actually hadn't met prior. So the first couple days was kind of a getting to know people, and then over time we've really become a family, and I think everyone gets along pretty well. But
he just kind of went over that question.
Did. Well, they've been asked, do you sleep together? So they did. They put everybody over there. They did that
together.
Yeah, it's so much
because
fun
you're
to watch.
pretty people. You know, you're talented.
We all just laugh about it. We all just kind of bond over it. And it's,
Do you let ugly people in? I mean, you don't. You know, it's not fair.
They let me come around every now and then.
That's awesome.
We're open to having new people, and we just love seeing different talent. And,
So definitely stay connected.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
Ashley, that's your new record?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
And they can find it where?
Brand new single. It's out on all streaming platforms called Jealous of the Sky by Ashley Cooke with an E on the end.
It will make you cry.
Don't forget the E.
Don't forget the E. Cookie without the I.
All right, thanks again, guys.
Thank you guys so
Thanks,
much.
guys.
Really appreciate you guys.
And we'll be right back. Awesome. Good job.
So who's coming up on the spiel, Rob?
Check this out.
So this is what it looks like. All of the chef's work, and it's on you to successfully get it over here to this counter. Do not fall. Do not trip. Do not drop it off
Screw
the
up
plate.
in any way.
There we go.
That was great, buddy.
Wow,
Take a bow. Take a bow.
All right.
She had tried to obtain testing, wasn't able to. We were able to provide the test for her, and within 2 days we had the results knowing that it was positive.
My name is Shirley McElwan. I came down with some head congestion after sleeping 14 hours. I woke up and I had a low-grade fever.
Our corporation was able to provide testing pretty early. That's how we were able to diagnose some of the patients that we have that are COVID positive. So initially we started her on Zithromax, and we sent her home. We would check on her routinely at least twice a day.
She was very reassuring. It just was a pleasant experience in a really bad time.
5 weeks total, and then she had a negative COVID.
They were there for anything that I needed. I would recommend CRHPC to anyone, and I have recommended them to my own family.
We are taking every precaution to protect our patients, so you need to come in for your regular follow-ups, for immunizations. Children need to see us for well checks. Those are all regular things we do every day, and they still need to keep those appointments.
Chef Rob here. Never forget, choose 100% dairy and accept no substitutes. Dedicated farmers, happy cows, real milk. Prairie Farms Dairy. Check out our website at prairiefarms.com.
And we are spieling it in the kitchen, brought to you by Prairie Farms, and it's an extra special day.
I'm so excited.
He's like a rock star.
Chef Rob's here, and he's going to give us something sweet from Prairie Farms.
Fabulous. What you got for us?
Today we're going to make a pecan toffee tart. You know, it's that time of year when you come inside and she's got the pumpkin spice candles going.
Yes.
So now we want to do something a little bit different for the guys and for the gals too. And I call this my pecan tart.
Yes.
We all know about pecan pie. It's got that nice goo on the bottom, the pecans on the top. This is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to teach you a press-in French crust. We're going to toast some pecans. We'll make a little bit of the filling, a little bit of the stuff that the pecans will go in, and we'll throw it into the oven.
Perfect.
It sounded really fast and I could do it, but I'm sure I won't be able to.
I guarantee you can do it. If I can do it, you can.
Okay, we're following along. You have our attention.
Great. Well, let's start with the crust. Okay, we're going to get a big bowl, and we really have only several ingredients here. We've got some sugar that I've already thrown in. We're going to throw in just a little bit of flour, about 190 grams, which is a cup and a half in regular measures. Always a pinch of salt.
Always.
Always.
Okay.
Huh.
And then 1 egg yolk. Okay. And that's really it for the main ingredients, other than the star of the show, Prairie Farms butter.
That's it.
Okay.
Can't be.
And he does not get paid to say that. Well,
No.
Wait. Look at his job.
I used to say I was the luckiest guy in the world. I had the best job because I got to use the best dairy products in the world every day down in my test kitchen in Edwardsville.
That's right.
But then I thought, well, you can buy it at a local store, so maybe I don't have a really lock on this.
Yeah, you've been doing this for a little while, haven't you?
I have.
How long, Chef?
Well, I got out of culinary school in 2011. But really, my background, I'm a biochemist by training. And I interface in my job at the dairy with a lot of PhD food scientists, food chemists, things like that. And I really got interested in cooking and food really all my life. And I really wanted to learn more because I interface with a lot of executive chefs now, too, developing products and helping them get excited more about using cream and whole milk and all the good stuff that the dairy products have to offer.
Oh, yeah.
So I decided to go back to culinary school because chefs think with the other side of the brain than us scientists. They think completely different. And so to try to walk on both sides of the street has been difficult. And with the training, it really has helped.
And what you're doing now is kind of squeezing it all together.
Yeah, what I'm doing is the butter isn't really room temperature. It's just a little bit slightly softened because you want to pinch it in. This is a French technique called sabléing, or making sand. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just trying to pinch the sugar, the salt, and the flour into the butter. Okay?
Get it all together.
And I want to get it all together. I wanted to make it like a coarse meal or a coarse sand. That's, of course, where the term sablé comes from. And it just takes a little bit. This is good if you've got like middle schoolers or high school kids
that
help. Really want to help, that are really interested in the kitchen. It's so important, even when little kids are in the kitchen, have them wash off a piece of fruit. Get them involved. Talk about your food, where your food comes from. Okay, as you see, it's starting to come together now, but if you see flat pieces of butter, you still need some more working in. Okay. And I'm just lightening it a little bit. I'm getting it aerated. I'm getting the butter and the sugar to make kind of an even compound with the sugar and the flour. Now the fun part is to actually shape the crust. We just tip it into our tart shell. This is really based on a 9-inch tart. Okay. But if you've got a 10-inch or a 9.5 or an 8, don't freak out. You'll be all right. And then once you've made your wall, the great thing about this crust too is it doesn't want to shrink. Okay? When you put it up here, it's not going to shrink down or get cattywampus or things like that.
And you choose to use your fingers, right? You don't want to use a pressing tool or anything. You like to use your fingers.
You could use a drinking glass if you don't like the feel of this.
Okay.
But, you know, they all say the best tools a chef can have is clean hands.
I agree.
Most valuable. Then, of course, we had our oven preheated.
Yes.
And we got it about 375. If you've got a fan oven or a convection, that works great on something like this. Okay. So just in case, we want to dock it a little bit with a fork. Okay?
Dock it.
Yes. This is that highly technical term, docking. Okay. That will let the steam from the butter that's created as cooked, it will come out, it won't puff up. Luckily, with this type of crust, you do not have to use pie weights and things like that. Okay? So it won't bubble up, and she's ready to go in.
Perfect. All right. Let's go.
And now it's time to move on to our filling.
Okay, best part. Let's go, after you.
Okay. We're going to make a quick kind of a butter type toffee. And then what I did is I toasted these pecans in the oven at 375 for about between 5 and 7 minutes, okay? Until you can just smell them in the oven. Don't go more than 7 because you'll start burning them. Nothing worse than burnt pecans.
And no butter or anything, on those?
Nothing.
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 Okay.
No spray, just a bare sheet pan like that.
Okay.
Works great, okay? So we're gonna tip in about 3/4 of a stick of butter, and we're gonna let that go and melt. Now, many people think, well, what's the big deal when you melt butter? Let's just put it like we're cooking on the back of an F-16. No. Butter is naturally emulsified, and so we want to heat this slowly so the butter melts and the water and the fat stay in solution, okay? A little food science there. And when I'm making a toffee or a caramel, my rule of thumb is make sure that the volume of your pot is about 4 times what you think you need. Because we're going to be melting the sugar, and sugar melts at about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? So you want to be real careful with that, because when we do this, we're going to, in just a second, once this butter gets going, we're going to tip in our brown sugar and get that melting into the butter.
Now, does it have to be the dark brown?
It doesn't need to be. You could use light brown. That's always a good point. But I had dark brown sugar in the oven.
That's what you have at home, babe.
Yeah.
That's what you have. You work with it.
That's what I do when I make these chocolate cookies, and you have to use the dark brown sugar.
And you're not making those today either?
I didn't get to them yet.
So
we'll get those sometime.
He'll come back.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So we got the dark brown sugar in, about 1/4 cup of real maple syrup. Get the good stuff, okay? Spend the money and get the good stuff. We say in France that proper technique and the best ingredients will always win the day. Okay?
I believe it. I think that's right.
You don't have to be a master chef. You don't have to be totally crazy in the kitchen. It just, those are the 2 things. You use proper technique and the best ingredients, and you'll always be okay.
You can't skip on the ingredients.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so we got that kind of turned down just a little bit, okay? We've got our sugar in. Now we need to put just a little bit of cornstarch. That's going to help adhere the toffee to the pecans. So what we're going to do is we're just going to suspend the cornstarch in about 3 or 4 tablespoons of heavy cream. And so I'm just taking the cream and suspending that cornstarch with my freakishly small little whisk here.
I'm hoping he forgets it. Get his attention and all.
What did I miss?
No, we really love the little whisk thing.
Okay, it is pretty neat, isn't it?
Maybe for a party.
Freakishly small
When you part,
whisk.
we get it. I don't know.
Okay. So we just go ahead and add that in, and we need to bring that back to a boil to activate the cornstarch, okay? Remember, if you're thickening a sauce or anything like that with cornstarch, it has to come back to the boil.
Okay.
And we're going to put in our pecans and try to get them all in.
Oh.
Everybody into the pool.
Did you think he would pour over, or you knew he was going all in?
I knew it was going to happen.
If we were going to make a pie, we would pour it over.
Oh,
okay. Now we're making a tart.
But they're still going to rise.
Yes.
Okay.
They'll come up.
And it's going to look like they're pretty sloppy, okay? But when that cornstarch bakes off in the oven, it's going to tighten everything. Everything's going to pull together, so it's going to be a nice tight, we hope. We pray for.
My money's on you, Chef.
Okay,
I think you can do it.
Okay, so we're going to just coat them around like this, and then we need to get our shell out of the oven, okay?
Okay, Julie, this is your chance. Don't blow it. Ooh. Be careful now. Remember, it's the crazy kind of pan, so it can come up.
It's a little warm, warm.
Okay, all right, come on out.
So why don't you put it right there?
Okay, good job.
Great, awesome.
And I'm here to sample and test when you need it. That can be my job.
Perfect, because we're going to get to that stage pretty quick.
Perfect.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so now we've got this all cooked out. We just have to go ahead and tip it in. Now remember, it's like working with napalm. So be careful when when you're working with hot sugar.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, it is.
And it gets on you, and it sticks and it stays, and it keeps on burning.
That hurts.
Okay?
Why is it that we've both experienced that?
We know that.
Like we were right there. Well, that's beautiful, even in its infancy. How about that?
Great.
That is, oh, wow.
You knew the right amount of nuts you were going to put in here and everything.
Yeah.
He's done this a couple times.
He has done this, yes.
Right. That's why pastry chefs, they weigh everything. I even weighed the pecans here. So those are 175 grams of pecans that'll fit perfectly in that shell.
Wow.
And now we're going to put that in there. We blind bake that crust for about 20 minutes just till we got some color.
Okay.
And now we're going to bake this for about another 25 minutes. Don't have to touch the oven for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because we want to get a nice golden brown color on the crust. We want the cornstarch to set, and we want the sugar to meld in with the pecans.
And you were nice enough to bring a finished version so we can enjoy it together. So this is what it looks like, all of the chef's work, and it's on you to successfully get it over here to this counter.
fall.
Do not fall, do not
Do
trip,
not.
do not drop it
Don't
off
screw
of the
up
plate.
in any way.
Oh,
there we go.
that was
Okay.
great, Bonnie.
Wow,
Take
that's
a bow,
good.
take a bow.
All right.
Matthias Taylor, that was excellent. Okay.
Okay.
Chef?
So you want this to cool at least a half hour, maybe an hour.
Okay.
You have to wait that long?
Yeah,
you
you
serve
really
it.
do.
You do.
Because you want everything to get set up and the stickiness to come out. Okay, so there we got that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do you know what goes great with this, everybody?
I do. Prairie Farms ice cream. And
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Glass of milk and-
Oh, dude, that was next level. All right.
Wait on you. I'm gonna get
Okay.
forked up here.
Well, hang
Ready
on.
to go.
Yeah, we're gonna get ready. You know, I have to always remember to take TV bites because if I come in there with the real Angie bite, it's not pleasant to watch. So, okay.
Ready?
Oh, look at you with the hand.
The French way.
You are welcome in our kitchen, in your kitchen, anytime you'd like. Thank you so much, Chef. We appreciate you.
It was my pleasure. It's fun being with you.
We'll be right back. Awesome.
Here at Lawler Brown, we offer many services. We ask you to go on our website to see all of the areas that we can assist you in. Any question you have, or if you look at our website and you say, I'm not sure if they do this area, call us. We'd be happy to say, hey, that's an area that we handle. We will sit down and talk to you during a free consultation. If it's an area we cannot assist in, we'll gladly make a referral to another attorney or law firm here in the area.
I feel like I do have the tools and of course the education to keep pushing me. The encouragement from the staff, my advisors, they have all helped me feel ready to do the work.
When I made my decision to come through Rivers for EMT school, I can say that's one of the best decisions I made in my adult life. I got all my knowledge and everything out here at Three Rivers, and that's really what kind of started it.
I have had so many questions about so many things, and everybody has been so nice and so willing to help me and guide me.
Three Rivers College, success starts here.
Ta-da! What a great show.
You were
I am a
impressed?
happy girl.
You are a happy one.
I got to meet my favorite
that's
YouTuber
right. That's right.
ever.
That's right. They're the 615 house. Here's the thing. We're going to ask them if we can set up and do the spiel there.
Oh, yeah.
They might still be in the studio like we're asking them right now because we're not afraid of rejection or anything,
No.
but just in case.
We're in
just a little
Nashville with the
conversation.
cameras sometime.
We're in
Maybe
Nashville.
we
We're
can-
moving into the house.
Yeah.
You might get to sing. I'm probably not going to get a shot at that.
No, but you could dance because you're
I
a
can
great
dance,
dancer.
Yes, and I think
Okay.
they appreciate that.
They did.
Yes,
They saw
yes.
you a while ago.
Yes, yes.
All right, what's going on?
Okay, look. You know how I hate to bring up like subjects that could be a downer, but I got to do it. It's so important. And I typically only reference these things when I've researched and I've gone to the source and I've studied, right? And studied some more. Have you seen The Social Dilemma?
On Netflix? No, I have not.
Okay, well, the only reason that we're going to talk about this is because we want you to go watch it. And as a parent and as someone who is addicted to social media, today we're going to do something to save your life. We're going to help you out. But anyway, it's coming from the heads, the creators. Listen, there's a lot of phenomenal things that can happen on social media, right? We get to see the Nate Topes of the world. You get to watch the 615 house. You get to obsess over all those artists and such. But there comes a point that we have to turn it off. You know why?
Why?
We've stopped living. We're living through other people. You've got to get out there and experience life yourself. I could not believe it when I learned that, kids are not dating. They don't have to. They have a smorgasbord of chicks right there,
That's true.
right?
That's true.
They don't have to have friends because your phone's your friend.
That's true.
And have you noticed when you sit down and you watch YouTube and then all of a sudden you look up and 2 hours later you are still sitting there because you watched one little video?
It happens.
That's called going down the rabbit hole, my friend. And we are here to pull people out.
I was even calling myself Ashley for a while. It's crazy. Watching her videos.
Okay, yeah,
that's too much.
That is a little much. They will tell you, the heads will tell you, they don't allow their kids to get on social media. What does that tell you? If
They
the
know
creators,
it's bad.
They know it's bad. Yeah. The guy that created he thought he would be spreading kindness and friendship and joy. Little did he know that people would be taking their lives if they didn't get enough likes, and it would become political. And overseas in places, they're selling phones and the only thing they load is Facebook so they can create divisiveness. So again, we're going to use social media smartly, and we're going to encourage parents to watch it, and your kids are going to hate me because we've got to do something. Too many young, precious people are checking out way too soon because maybe they don't look like the filters on social media or they're not as popular, and it has to stop because everybody watching, and way beyond this show, we want to engage and connect in social media, but we want to live life together, and we want to live it to the fullest. Amen?
Amen, sister.
Amen.
Amen.
All right. That hurt a little bit.
You feel good? Feel good now? Is it off your chest?
I don't know. I've been, all week I wanted to turn the notifications off, leave it out of the bedroom.
Wait a minute, your Facebook just went on.
I did.
No?
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, well, we enjoy you being with us each and every week. Rob's already, he pointed out in this week's meeting, he's like, Julie says send comments, you want comments. We know Julie doesn't read her email. She's on social media. So you want to send those to Stacy@spielon.com.
Or you.
Complaints about me, and I'll just let you read. Or questions for me.
Yes.
Because everybody loved that last week.
That's right.
Yes. Anything else?
I don't have
You
anything.
look stunning.
And you do
in your tie-dye,
too.
the spitting image of one
Thank
another.
you, spitting
right?
image.
We do appreciate it. We're just, look, we might be a little older, but we look super cool. And the tie-dye, baby. You're
Who's
rocking
older?
It.
Who do you think's older?
She just had a birthday.
You know.
Happy birthday.
Don't sing.
To
Hey, you know what? We'll see you next time.
No love. All right, good job.
All right.
You've actually found that,
Action.
Hey, I'm Ashley Cooke.
Hey there, I'm Chris Ruediger, and we're the creators of the 615 House.
And you're watching
The 615 House.
How's it going? My name's Nathan Tope, and I am a photographer, traveler. Do it again. Hi, I'm Nate Tope, and I'm a photographer and traveler. What should I go after?
That's pretty good. I mean,
use that.
Yeah, definitely. Boom. Awesome.
Well, I begin my day with prayer, workout, and then now let's organize to see what all I have to do. And so my commitment is I want to approach this day with wisdom, and I want to help somebody be successful today, every day. Typically, people have an idea or a thought, or maybe they've already gone down a journey, but now they've gotten to a point to where they plateaued or they run into a problem. And now they need some help fixing that problem, but they don't know where to start. And what I'd like to do is help them to strategically think based on what their original goal was and where they need to go now moving forward in terms of a response to that. Usually I budget my time, man. 4:30 to 8 p.m. is planned. I tell people all the time, you can't see the forest for the trees, but I can see them in spite of the trees because I'm not in the middle of it.